Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the completion of Crocoduck. Some of you might know I started this painting a while back when I had this big explosion of inspiration and I started like 8 canvas paintings all at once, which I have a whole video on that one. If you missed that video, I'll link it in my description. Anyway, I got back into it. I finally completed it. I absolutely love this painting and I hope you enjoy watching it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, and later I'm actually going to ask y'all a few questions because I now have the ability to make memberships on my channel. I'm trying to kind of figure out what might be good to offer, and so I kind of just want to ask y'all's opinion on it. Y'all can kind of vote on it just to kind of help me out because I'm a little up in the air about what I want to do. But anyway, we'll get into all that later. For now, I wanted to talk about painting Crocoduck because I feel like every moment of this painting I thoroughly enjoyed. I went into this with only the concept of the character of Crocoduck. I had no idea what I really wanted to do color-wise or composition-wise. I just knew that I wanted to paint him, and I kind of just let my intuition and inspiration just take over on this one. I knew I wanted to make him bright and playful. I also wanted to kind of keep it loose, play around with textures. Crocodile skin, I mean, there's a lot of texture in there. So I knew I wanted to kind of capture the feeling of a crocodile, but also the smoothness of like a duck, the smooth feathers. And it's so weird taking something that was a doodle and trying to make it a painting. Because for instance, like you don't really think about things like eyeballs until you go to paint the character's eyes. And then you realize that your doodle didn't really have eyeballs, they're just circles. And it's like, okay, well, how do I want to paint that? Do I want to keep it just circles, or do I want to make it into some kind of eyeballs? But then if you paint eyeballs, then it kind of looks different. It changes the whole character, I think. But you know, at the end of the day, you gotta kind of trust your intuition. And you gotta remember, you know, Bob Ross said it best, you know, this is your world, okay? This is your painting. Make it the way you want to paint it. And that's exactly what I did. It made me very happy. And even once the painting was done, it's like I wanted to paint more. I wanted to paint a new scene and have Crocoduck somewhere new and just keep going with it. And I might do that. I mean, I probably will do that. Judging how I feel at the moment, I mean, Crocoduck is gonna continue on. You will not have seen the last of Crocoduck because I just love him so much. It's weird because whenever you choose to paint something, it feels like it needs to be a certain standard, or not really standard, it needs to be a certain subject matter. Like, you know, people buy paintings of flowers and people buy paintings of landscapes and, you know, a barn. I don't know. A door. People don't generally buy paintings of a crocodile-looking duck creature sat in a swampy night scene with his glowing eyeless eyeballs. You know, you definitely don't think someone's gonna want this on their wall. But you know what? I want this on my wall. And if I want this on my wall, chances are someone else might want it on their wall too. And if they don't, that's okay because I'm perfectly happy with having it on my wall. And this painting just makes me happy. It made me happy to paint it. It makes me happy to look at it now that it's finished. It just makes me smile. And any painting that makes somebody smile, I think, is a good enough painting to have in this world. I feel like I've come a long way as an artist. I feel like I'm learning so much about just the process of becoming an artist, from being a beginner and just learning fundamentals. And this is without any schooling. You know, I mean, I took an art class in like 8th grade or something, you know, but other than that, I am completely self-taught. And it's amazing the stages that I've gone through. Paint mixing, different brushes, different surfaces, learning perspective and drawing, and then learning how to paint things accurately, having that feeling of getting it right, getting it accurate, and then playing around with color harmony and subject matter, and then just experimenting with mark making and different styles. And I feel like right now I've kind of moved into a new stage of developing my own art style. I think I've been consistently trying to find my own art style, and for a while I thought that kind of meant what kind of things I painted and not necessarily how I painted them. But at the moment, I'm really focusing on the overall look of a painting and really enjoying all the imperfections, the little happy accidents that happen when you just let loose and let your brush go crazy. It's been quite a journey, to say the least, and I'm really enjoying every minute of it. And I think my biggest takeaway from painting Crocoduck is just to remember to paint whatever makes you happy. Don't worry about, what should I paint that other people are going to like to see? That should be out of your brain, and it should be like, what do you want to paint that you would like to see? What's going to bring you the most joy to actually do? Because I think that if you have a good time painting it, it's going to be a good painting no matter what it is. But that's just my thoughts on it. And I think that it's kind of cool that this video is coming out on this weekend, because this is actually my birthday weekend. So I created Crocoduck on my birthday weekend. So me and Crocoduck are celebrating our birthdays together. I started this painting like 2 months ago, and I wrote it down. I had to make a point to have him finished by my birthday. And I'm so glad I finished him. I think he turned out great. Please let me know what you think about Crocoduck. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but I know some of you will definitely appreciate him. Now, on to some questions I have about memberships. I recently crossed the threshold to where YouTube is allowing me to have memberships on my channel now. And it's basically a way that you can support me and my journey and also get some perks along the way. On one of the membership tiers, I have the ability to do something a little extra. And I was thinking about maybe doing like an extra video for members. I thought about like behind the scenes stuff, but I feel like that would be really boring because most of my behind the scenes stuff is just me struggling with a lighting situation and me moving stuff around on my desk. There's not a lot of behind the scenes because I don't really have a big studio space to move around. So then I was thinking, what if I did something like warm-ups with you guys or something to help motivate you through the week? So I was thinking about maybe doing like a 5-minute Friday kind of video, just a 5-minute session where you just kind of waking up your artistic flow. Whether I have a reference image or whether I do something intuitively, it would basically just be like a 5-minute, like, get your stuff out and let's get inspired together and start making something. Because I know it's really hard to start, but I know a good way to start doing something a lot of times is by watching others. A lot of times I'll get on YouTube and I'll go look at some of my favorite creators that I like to watch, and that'll kind of jumpstart that spark of wanting to create something. So I thought about, 5-minute Friday or maybe like a midweek motivational Wednesday. I don't know what day would be good to have it on. Right now I'm doing my main videos on Sundays because I feel like Sunday is like a good day when you don't really have a whole lot planned. I feel like Saturdays can be pretty busy, but then Fridays, it's going into the weekend, so it might be good to have a little 5-minute video. But what do y'all think? Even if something you suggest is not necessarily doable for me, it might spark something else that is doable. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comment section. I would love some help on this, but either way, way, I'll definitely let y'all know when all that stuff gets activated. Lots of new things. I'm really excited about it. I hope y'all are excited about it. And I have really appreciated everyone who watches my videos, everyone who subscribes and likes and comments. Hope y'all are enjoying my art journey. Let me know what you think about Crocoduck. Do you love him? I love him. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time.